Howdy, Boz and Patty here, and yay, the lights are back on. Woohoo! And now I can see, well, actually, I can see what a mess I've been making all around the room while the lights were off. But I have a pile of things to share with you. I have been working, did a little work in my Just Because Slow Stitch journal, and the mail carrier has finally decided that it was safe to deliver some mail. And so I have two pieces of happy mail to share with you. And I did a few pages in my Christmas Caravan December daily journal to share with you. And oh my, I have a box. I have a box of Dolly Parton's fabulously fudgy brownie mix. Well, you're just going to have to come on along to find out about this. Let's start with the top of the pile here, my Just Because Slow Stitch book. And I made this from an old Vera Bradley pocketbook. And it's just because there's really no particular reason you need to make one. It's just for fun, just to sit down and relax, do a little bit of stitching. As you can see, I put beads in here and buttons and lace. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do in your slow stitch journal is just fine. And I made this with just some scraps of material, which I sewed in with my sewing machine. I'm looking for the center of the signature, and you can see there, and you could sew them by hand. So it's just some scraps of fabric sewn in the center of the signature. Oh, so you remember my experiment with my mystery paints from the Dollar Tree. Well, I cut the circle out, and lo and behold, it fits exactly in the center of a signature. So I decided that, because the reason I painted this on material was because I wanted to do some slow stitching on it. But I didn't think it was going to fit in this journal. But it fits perfectly. Look at that. So it'll be in the center of the second signature. I'm going to sew it down to both sides. So when you turn the page and then you can flip it up. I wonder if I should put a backing on this. Well, we'll see. We'll see before I actually sew it in. I might do all the slow stitching on it before I sew it in. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm just so happy. I thought it was going to be too big, but if I do a flip up like this, it's going to be perfect. Possum perfect. Anyway, I had been gifted a few little pieces of material from Liane. Thank you so much, Liane. And it was this beautiful, sparkly blue material and this wonderful, shiny material down here that just sparkles in the light like that. And I was like, ooh, those are mermaid materials. And so I had this piece here, which is also mermaid material, and this is on the cover of my mermaid tail journal, and I had a few scraps left over. So I took the scrap that I had and the two pieces from Liane, and I put them on the page. Now, I saw these at the Dollar Tree, and it was 3 mermaids in the mermaid tail. And I was going to put a mermaid, and this one's really cute. They might go on another page. I have more material. But I decided I love the tail diving into the water like that. And I just put some stitches around the edge and around the mermaid tail. And there's a whole bunch of stitches across this material. They're a little hard to see. Well, you can see them on the back, right? And then I embroidered her name, Liane, Liane, and I found this little charm, and I believe this little turtle was gifted to me, and so were these little shells over here. So I sewed those on in the water, and I put the little turtle up in there by her name, and I made it like a gold color to match the tail, and so everything's sort of turquoise and gold and shimmery and sparkly. A little bit of purple and green. Anyway, this was a lot of fun. All this was done in the car, going here and there and everywhere. Well, she also gave me, I don't know if this is done or not. We'll see. I'm thinking of, I know I just went backwards again, putting a little sequins or something around on the page too. I might do a little more sewing on this page. We'll see. I'm in no rush to finish any page. As you can see, my method of sewing is completely changed from the beginning of the book. When I started this, man, I did one page, completely finished, moved on to the next page, spent a lot of time doing this, moved on to the next page. And the second part of the book, I'm just much more relaxed and having fun with little bits and pieces that friends are sending me in the happy mail, and you know, just enjoying myself, just relaxing and doing it in the car while Mr. Possum drives. I'm not driving. And adding in some special things from other people. And you know, and that is okay. You can start any journal out one way and midstream change your method. One method is not better than the other. It is just what you're feeling at the moment. And right about here, things started to change. Right about here, that's when things started to change. So from here on in, none of these pages are finished. And I'm just having a blast working on all of them. All right, back to here. Sorry about that little interlude there. Well, she sent me this beautiful material with the fun cactus on it. And so I took part of it and sewed it down to the page. And then I took this big cactus and I made a flip up like this. But I added some of that really soft cotton batting on the back, so that it's a little puffy and soft on the front. And I put a lot of stitches on that cactus, as you can see. And what's really funny is right about here, we were coming back in the car and the sun was going down and I really couldn't see. I could not see what I was doing, but I kept sewing anyway. But the stitches, I don't know, you can't really tell, but they're all a little messed up right in there. But, you know, if I didn't point it out, you wouldn't even know that. But I just thought it was funny that even though I couldn't see what I was doing, I was sort of feeling with my finger and putting the needle in and out all the way up to there. And I stopped about there. Yeah, see, this row I could see, this one I couldn't. So at that point I stopped, and then the next day I finished it with some other threads there. I made a really fun orange outline there because I found this little bit of ribbon. Now, I think this ribbon was also gifted to me, but I don't remember who gave it to me. Please shout out if you gifted me this really fun cactus ribbon, because I put a little piece down here and I put a little piece up there. I added sparkly floss over here and some purple and some blue, and I put some sort of crimson sparkly thread on the prickly pear cactus buds there, and I also did some French knots on the center of the prickly pear cactus there. So I was just playing. A lot of stitches here, a lot of fun. So what I'm doing is I'm going through the box that I have of things that people had sent me in Happy Mail, but didn't get into my journal yet, and looking for the little bits and bobs that I can sew into my Just Because journal, because that's what I'm focusing on right now, is all these little friendship pages. Well, this was given to me by my sister, but that was my mom. So, and this is from Janet, and this is from Angela. So I have a lot of things in here, and I've got to put a name on this one over here and finish this up. Anyway, that's enough of the just because, and that is an update on my slow stitching. What should we do next? Okay, well, let's do all the old stuff first, and then we'll get to the new stuff. So in my December daily, with the snowstorm going on up here at the top, lots of fun pages. I always have to stop and chuckle at the little hamster there. So I talked about my nature journaling yesterday, and I did 2 more pages. Now, this is a sad story. Unfortunately, my brother had a series of unfortunate events. Yeah, he was walking to the Dollar Tree, and he tripped and he fell, and he landed on his face, and you know, it was just a mess. He doesn't drive. Somebody gave him a ride home, and my sister was out of town, and she went up when she got back and checked him out, and he's okay. He looks like a disaster. So it probably looks a lot worse than what it really is. I am not going to show you his face, but I'm going to show you the page that I made for him and what we bought for him after he fell to cheer him up. So I took this 12 by 12 scrapbook page that had the Santa at the top and this little village down at the bottom. And I used my page template here. It was like this, to cut the top where the Santa was. And then I went to the bottom of the paper and I cut out the little village to make a pocket there. And as you can see, I took a Dollar Tree store sign and added it to the house. And I put a little cardinal on the sign because I'm putting a cardinal on every page. So now we have the village and the Santa. Then I went into my stash of Grumpy Kitty. Grandma got run over by a reindeer? Good. There was another one that I liked even better, but I couldn't find it. It said, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Tell me more. I thought that was even funnier. Tell me more was just, I think, a better quote to put on there. But I used this one because that's the one I found. Okay. So, let me cover up my poor brother's face. But this is the shirt that we bought him. It says, I was recently run over by a reindeer, so pardon me for moving slower. So we thought maybe this would cheer him up, give him something to laugh at. And what I did was my sister had sent me a picture of his face when he fell, and I just sort of photoshopped it onto the shirt. And then we actually bought the shirt and sent it to him. So, and remember I said I was going to do, put some pages that had to do with Christmas music in the journal. Well, this is Grandma got run over by a reindeer. I know, I'm laughing. It was sad, and he was hurt, and we all felt really bad, but we wanted to do something to cheer him up. So he's doing fine. He had an x-ray. He didn't break anything. Like I said, it just looks pretty bad, pretty bad. I could have done Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because his nose was really bright red, but I thought got run over by a reindeer was more appropriate. So he's got a good sense of humor. He'll laugh at that. And another music page, I was going through those cards. Now you might remember that large bag of cards that I was gifted by the baby possums. And there were some Christmas cards in there. Well, some of the cards I discovered actually had the words to Christmas songs on the inside. And so I pulled a bunch of those out and I stuck them in my box over there. I said, oh, I'm going to put those in the journal because that's just what I was going to do. So I thought this one was beautiful. Now the background paper was already here and it was gray and gold. And I said, oh, this is going to be the perfect page to do this. And I glued the card down and I put some beautiful gold washi tape and some gold stars. Oh, because this is number 13, and so this was number 14. It was in a gold star, and the card has some gold foil on it. It says, the magic of Christmas never ends, and its greatest gifts are family and friends. And you open it up, and it has the word to Jingle Bells dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Well, I had this old picture, and that's me right there. And we're driving not a sleigh, unfortunately. This is a sleigh rally in Bethany, Connecticut, many years ago. And we were supposed to be driving sleighs in this rally, but as you can see, the snow melted. And so we had to bring the cart. This is a Meadowbrook cart, I believe. The horse's name is Junior, not my horse. This is a very highly well-trained show horse, not my horse. But I did get to drive him in the rally. Yes, his owner took him to the National Quarter Horse Show in Arizona many, many years ago. And I think across the country, or maybe even internationally, he placed sixth. So like sixth in the world. This was the number 6 quarter horse in the world at one time. He's a little older in this picture. He was black when he was born, and then as he grows older, he turns white. So that's what they call a gray, actually. Anyway, I'm not driving in this picture, but that's okay. I did drive in my category, and I just want you to know that I won the cup. This is the cup I won for driving Junior in the sleigh rally. And why am I laughing? Well, first of all, I dented this cup when we moved, and I tell everybody, I won at the sleigh rally. I won my category. And what I don't tell anybody, so shh, this is a secret. I was the only person driving in my category. Because I was the only person driving, I won. Yay! It was my age group, I believe. Anyway, I think I journaled about this in another journal. And I think I have a picture of me driving. I'm not sure. So I was going to put a picture of the mug here, but this isn't when I won it. So I was just riding along with somebody else. When you ride along with the driver, I think you're called the whip. So I was just being the whip here for this friend of mine who was driving. I put my cardinal up there, and I just added a couple pieces of washi tape there because I didn't want just one red cardinal. There's a little red up there, so I just put a little red around. So anyway, I did one more page. I'm working on this page right now, and that's going to be a really fun page. So all I did on this page is I put a nice blue background, because, you know, blue is the color I decided I wanted to do, focus on for this journal. Not every page is going to be blue, but it's going to be a lot of blue. And I found this Christmas card with Santa's Express. And I just love this train. And the journaling card, I made a side pocket just to do something a little different. And a long journaling card. And as you can see, I put blue and gold to match the blue and gold on the background. And I used some blue scrapbook paper. I cut out this little red bird. That's going to be my cardinal for this. And this picture was taken, oh my gosh, years and years and years and years ago. This is my sister and her daughter. She's got big hair, so I'm thinking this is an 80s picture. Oh, there's my bird clock. And it is the Oriole o'clock. I can correctly say that now. And on the back, I put my grandniece and nephew because they're with Santa because they went on the Polar Express. And you might remember the train ride that Flat Stanley took, where I had a picture of him with the conductor, like a video with the conductor and a picture with a couple of the conductors from the train. Well, in the wintertime, that train becomes the Polar Express. And the kids ride on there in their pajamas, and they get hot cocoa to drink, and Santa comes, and it's a really fun time for all the kids. And look at these gnomes. These gnomes came out of this paper pack. And then I got the Santa pulling the gnomes in the sleigh down here. Isn't that cute? So these kids are her kids. She's now all grown up, and those are her kids. So this is the third page that I did. I'm not going to go into the other page because this page is going to be a little complicated. So let's get to that happy mail. Okay, I'm just taking a moment here to open this without cutting what's inside, hopefully. And look at the sticker on the back of the card. Love it. And this is from Melissa in Canada. And it looks like a card. Ooh. Did she make this? Yes, handmade by Melissa. Melissa, this is beautiful. And it's blue. Perfect. Oh my gosh, Melissa. You're so psychic. You knew I was going with blue this year. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the way these antlers go swirly. Got little flowers and leaves on them. This is embossed and got bling bling. Let me peek inside. Merry Christmas. Aw, from Melissa. Hanging the holly, trimming the tree. Family and friends as close as can be. Merry moments, sugar and spice. These are the things that make Christmas nice. Aw. Yes, you do make Christmas so nice. So this will go in my journal on a special blue page, but I'm going to have to cut this out too. Let me put this together. And this package is from Denise. And Denise is in California, I believe. I forgot. Let me peek under the tape. Let me peek under the tape. Yeah, she's in California, and I'm loving these stamps. Is that an artichoke or is that a succulent? It's hard to tell. Oh, it looks like a succulent and an orchid and something. Anyway. Let me pull out what is inside from Denise. I got everything. Possum Patty, I see the letter first, so let's do the letter. Thank you so much for the wonderful surprises. Love everything, and the mushroom is so fun. Postcard will go in my book. Just a small thank you, so enjoy your videos you make. It is so fun, and I have learned so much. Merry Christmas, Denise. Oh, thank you, Denise. This is going to go in my journal, too. Let's see what she sent. Looks like a postcard. Ooh. Now, that's a vintage fan with the forget-me-not. And this is, and you know what? Denise, I was just thinking that I'm going with blue this year, and the page that I'm working on in my journal right now, that I'm not going to show you, is going to be blue, and it's going to be about, blue is going to be my color for 2024. And then I was looking at this piece of scrapbook paper, and I was thinking, one of my symbols for 2024 is going to be, I'm ruining my surprise for the next video, but that's okay. Forget-me-nots. Blue forget-me-nots. Oh, that is so special. It's perfect. Oh, well, that's adorable. 1967. A little calendar. German, I believe. Oh, I love this. That says May, but I think, you know what? It should be beautiful in like a Valentine's journal, right? She just is reminding me of Valentine's Day with these red flowers. Ooh, lots of things. Oh, she sent me a possum, the Virginia opossum. Aw, looks like she's in the snow too. And here's the bushtail possum from Australia and New Zealand. Aw. I believe these are both marsupials, but they're not that related. Awesome Possum Journal. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, all kinds of things. Oh, look at this gnome ribbon. Oh, this can go in my slow stitch. How did you know I was looking for things from friends that I could put in my slow stitch? Well, part of this can go in my Christmas journal too, because there's a lot here. But one set of these gnomes definitely going to go into my slow stitch journal. Oh, so I have something for a whole bunch of different journals here, don't I? Possums and kangaroos. Our marsupials. Ooh, a whole bunch of possums. Oh, cute. Water possum. Oh, I never heard of these. Short-tailed possum. The mouse possum. The little water possum. The Patagonian possum. And the shrew, Ecuadorian shrew possum. Wow. And the common opossum. There's a whole lot of possums. Wow. That is awesome for my Awesome Possum Journal. And then one little bag of goodies. Ooh. Tickets, but they're beautiful. With birds and cats, chickadee, and rabbits and fox. Oh, look at the hummingbirds. And flowers. Blue roses. And daisies. Well, I don't think I've ever seen any like this. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, there's more. Nope, those are the ones I looked at. Okay. Few more things. Oh, we got some clear stamps. Beautiful roses. And that looks like a Gerber daisy. Do something unexpected. That'll have to be the title for a journal page. Wow. Gold cards. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm not blinding you with this. There's something else I've never seen. Gold cards. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, I can make ATCs on these, I believe. Right? 3, the magic number. Thank you for the magic number. So I have all these goodies from Denise to journal with. I'm going to have to get out the Awesome Possum Journal. And here she is. The Awesome Possum Journal. So we'll put this with this for now. And card from Melissa. And I got this in the mail from the mail carrier. And I was thinking, well, I'll have to use that for Happy Mail. So that might go on her page. And she's going to go on a blue page in this journal. Oh, and that ribbon from Denise is going to go into my Just Because journal. So that has to be a gnome page. I could put them there. All right, so this is definitely going to be a gnome page. And I know I'm over here yakking, and you're all raising your hands going, Possum Patty, Possum Patty. What about Dolly Parton's fudge mix? So what about the Dolly Parton brownie mix, the fabulously fudgy brownie mix? Well, let me tell you the story. My friend Carol at Crinkled Path is celebrating her retirement and her 55th birthday. She's 55. She's going to be 55, her 55th birthday. So she is using hashtag 9 to 5 to 55 to celebrate retiring from her 9 to 5, her job, and turning 55. She's doing a giveaway, yes. So you need to go to Carol's channel. I will link it below. If you're not a subby, please sub to her channel. She is at almost 800 subbies, and we want to get her to 1,000 for her birthday. Yes, let's get her to 1,000 for her birthday. And when she retires, she's recently become a grandma, and she's going to be a full-time nana and junk journaler. So we're so happy for her. We're so happy for this new phase of her life. Back to Dolly Parton. A friend of hers gifted her the cake mix of Dolly Parton, and she decided she was going to make a journal out of the cake box. So she'll be giving away that journal as part of the giveaway prize. But also, if you want to make one of your own, you could play along with her. So I decided to go out and get a Dolly Parton cake mix box. I'm going to make these brownies for Mr. Possum. I'm going to make myself some gluten-free ones, but I'll make him these, and I'll put in some walnuts that I'm allergic to, but he loves, and that'll be for Mr. Possum. So the cake mix is not going to waste. No, it will get used. And then I'm going to take the box and turn it into a journal. And I'm going to use the colors pink and purple. Now she's doing pink and yellow because she has the banana cake mix. And also a butterfly, because that's one of Dolly Parton's symbols, I think, for freedom, the butterfly for freedom. And I believe Carol's doing Dolly Parton's book, The Coat of Many Colors. She's going with kind of a quilting theme for the inside. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to use the journal for. I just know I want to play along with Carol, and this is going to be a lot of fun. I want to support her in her hashtag, in her giveaway, and in her channel. And I hope you will do that too. So I hope you'll come back and see what I do with my journal, and you check out Carol's journaling. And yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. And again, I will link everything below. I want you to check out Carol's channel. Subscribe if you haven't. Give her a thumbs up. Wish her happy birthday and happy retirement. And maybe you'll play along, or maybe you will win the journal that she makes. There's other ways of entering. I think you send her a postcard, and then there's do a VR like I'm doing right now. If you don't have social media, that's okay. You can send her something else. So check out the details over at her channel. Meanwhile, I just want to thank you for coming along today. I know this was kind of a long, yacky session, wasn't it? But I just wanted to share all these things with you today. And I want to wish you happy December journaling. Bye-bye.